Don Bosco Technical Schools of Cambodia Best Practice. Networking at international, local, and regional level. The Don Bosco Foundation of Cambodia began its work as a humanitarian NGO providing free access to education and TVET training. It all started in 6 centers in 4 refugee camps along the Thai-Cambodian border way back in 1989 upon the request of the United Nations. In 1990, upon the request of the Cambodian royal government, it entered as an NGO and established the Don Bosco Technical School in Phnom Penh in May 24, 1991, to help rebuild Cambodia through the Technical Vocational Education Training Project to help alleviate the underprivileged youth and their families from poverty by integral education and employable skills. The Don Bosco Children Fund is its educational scholarship arm and opened in January of 1992 and has assisted more than 7,000 children in the nutrition, health, and scholarship programs in various public schools around the country. At present, the Don Bosco Foundation of Cambodia supports 6 vocational technical schools, 6 kindergarten centers, 4 elementary schools, and 3 secondary high schools. The TVET schools are registered with the Ministry of Labor and Vocational Training and the academic schools with the Ministry of Education, Youth and Sports. The Don Bosco Technical Schools of Cambodia comprise of Don Bosco Technical School Phnom Penh, started in 1991. Don Bosco Technical School Sihanoukville, started in 1999. Don Bosco Hotel School in 2007. Don Bosco Technical School KEP, 2013. Don Bosco Agro-Technical School Battambang in 2013. And Don Bosco Technical High School Poipet in 2018. The Don Bosco Technical Schools aim at providing integral education, not only empowering poor youth through skills training, but also to form morally upright and honest citizens of this country. Values and ethics formation and self-development programs, which include leadership training, group dynamics and teamwork, peer tutoring, sports activities, cultural and social outreach activities, are essential to this integral program. The technical programs follow the Cambodian qualification framework. The vocational certificate C1, C2 comprises of 3 semesters of school-based training with 40% theory and 60% practice. Grade 9 passers can apply. In September 11 of 2013, the Ministry of Labor and Vocational Training gave the approval to offer associate degree at Don Bosco. The degree has a time frame of 4 semesters of school-based training. Those who finished grade 12 are qualified to apply. The courses offered are in mechanical, welding, automotive, electricity, electronic, computer information technology, media communication, hospitality and culinary, secretarial, printing, and agro-mechanical. To provide relevant skills training, job track its graduates, and improve the percentage of right skill employment, Don Bosco Technical Schools require and provide a 3-month supervised in-plant training or company-based training in partner companies before graduation. This 3-month supervised in-plant training program, started in 2010, aims to provide a period of assistance and close supervision to our graduating students as they move from school-based training to employment. This has resulted in a 100% employment rate of all graduates for these past years. For more than 25 years now, each Don Bosco Technical School has run its operation mainly through the support of foreign donors and funders. Until now, Don Bosco Technical Schools collaborate with international donors to fund all capital expenditures. Sources of funding for school operations are 70% from international donors and 30% from internal income generated locally. But foreign donations are falling due to Cambodia's upgraded ranking by the World Bank since 2016, where it moved from a lower income bracket to a lower middle income status. In a speech at the closing of the Foreign Affairs Ministry Annual Conference, Prime Minister Hun Sen called on all diplomats to focus on reducing the kingdom's foreign aid dependency by turning challenges into opportunities. This situation challenges Don Bosco Technical Schools and other private institutions to work more towards other sustainability sources inside the country. A key solution is the countrywide expansion of its network through partnerships. Inside Cambodia, Don Bosco Technical Schools explored both the private and public sector for those with common goals each year and used these goals as a platform for partnership. These are three kinds of private sector partnerships. Supervised implant training. In 2010, the supervised implant training was institutionalized to provide a more lasting source of partnership between school and industry. So far, Don Bosco has signed SIPT contracts with around 78 industry partners, and as a result of this, other partnerships followed. Facilities upgrade support. In 2011, Bosch helped upgrade facilities and teachers in the automotive department and provided power tools in mechanical welding, automotive, electronic, and electrical departments. RMA Cambodia donated a brand new Ford Ranger for the training of the automotive students in 2012. In 2014, a partnership was signed with the representative office of Schneider Electric in Cambodia for the upgrading of the electrical workshops in Phnom Penh, Kep, and Sihanoukville. Student sponsorship. In 2013, Crown Beverages Can Limited, after realizing that 60% of their staff are Don Bosco graduates, committed scholarship grants to 2 students per year, both at Sihanoukville and Phnom Penh. In 2016, Phnom Penh City Center committed to sponsor 20 students for 2 years and put up a computer lab for AutoCAD for students' use. In 2018, ISI Steel supported the roof renovation of the workshops in Phnom Penh and offered scholarship to 10 students for 3 years. These companies partnered with Don Bosco as part of their corporate social responsibility program. The Public-Private Partnership, or the PPP. In 2017, the Royal Government of Cambodia launched the National TVET Policy 2017 to 2025, wherein one of its development goals states, strengthen PPP framework in TVET system. Unknown to many, a year before, MOLVT, the Ministry of Labor and Vocational Training, entered into a public-private partnership with Don Bosco Technical Schools for their C1 pilot project. Under this private-public partnership, MOLVT financed annually 3 C1 courses which Don Bosco Technical School provided for a 9-month duration. The contract is renewed annually. On a more informal note, Don Bosco Technical Schools have also networked with various government technical providers like the National Teachers Training Institute, the National Polytechnic Institute of Cambodia, and National Vocational Institute of Battambang, and many more others who have generously shared their human resources and expertise for teacher training and capacity building. Regional-wide networking. In April of 1999, Cambodia became a full-fledged member, and on the 20th anniversary of Cambodia's membership, Prime Minister Hun Sen said in a statement that ASEAN has become a core of Cambodians' foreign policy, which reflects the country's political and socio-economic development, including regional reintegration and international cooperation. With this in mind, regional networking becomes a necessary step for Don Bosco Technical Schools and other technical education providers to consider in their networking possibilities. In October 2018, Don Bosco Mondo in Germany launched the formation of Don Bosco Tech ASEAN, a network of all Don Bosco technical vocational education schools from Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Myanmar, Philippines, Thailand, Timor-Leste, and Vietnam. Each country representative of the Don Bosco TVET schools from these ASEAN countries form the Don Bosco Tech ASEAN, which aims at increasing the impact of technical vocational education and training on poverty reduction and qualification of marginalized youth in the ASEAN region. As a regional entity, Don Bosco Tech ASEAN visited SEAMEO TED in Vietnam, participated at the Labor Market Information Workshop at SEAMEO Tech in Brunei, signed an MOU with SEAMEO LEC Indonesia, and registered the various Don Bosco technical schools by country at the SEAMEO Secretariat for the Teacher-Student Exchange Program. On this note, Don Bosco Tech ASEAN, represented by Don Bosco Technical Schools of Cambodia, wishes to continue that networking initiative with SEAMEO TED through shared goals of developing technical education in the various technical institutions in the country. In a 27 article on ASEAN, experts agreed that ASEAN has contributed to regional stability by building much-needed norms and fostering a neutral environment to address shared challenges. One senior advisor, Murray Hebert, stressed, "In Asia, talking and relationship building is half the challenge to solving problems." This observation confirms that the solution to our challenges and problems lie in our continuous networking. After all, networking is not collecting contacts. Networking is about planting relations.